shocking truth about sleep paralysis and astral entities. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, unable to move, unable to scream, as a dark presence watches you from the corner of the room. For centuries, cultures around the world believed this terrifying state was more than just a dream. It was a gateway to the astral world. And what if I told you that sleep paralysis is not a curse, but a hidden door to realms most people never dare to enter? Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal the shocking truth about what sleep paralysis really is. But before all that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Or tonight, the sleep paralysis demon might just pay you a visit. Definition: sleep paralysis equals body asleep, mind awake. Brain temporarily blocks muscle movement, REM, atonia. People experience hallucinations, shadows, entities, intruders. But here's the twist. These visions are strikingly similar across cultures. Why do people who never met each other describe the exact same shadow beings? Science calls it coincidence. Mystics call it something else. Ancient belief: sleep paralysis equals the moment your soul detaches from the body. Entities seen, astral beings from nearby dimensions. Shadow people equals guardians, tricksters, or your own fears manifesting. The pressure on the chest, your astral body trying to separate. But here's what most people don't know. This state, as terrifying as it feels, is also the gateway to lucid astral projection. A young monk once described waking up every night frozen, with a heavy presence pressing on his chest. Instead of fearing it, his master told him, "Do not fight the darkness. Step through it." Within weeks, the monk claimed to consciously leave his body and travel beyond the physical world. This story sounds mystical, yet millions today experience the same phenomenon without knowing what truly happens. But here's the twist. These visions are strikingly similar across cultures. Across the world, people describe the same experience, but each culture gave it a different name. In Japan, sleep paralysis is called kanashibari, the belief that vengeful spirits hold you down, freezing your body. In Scandinavia, it was known as the mare, a demonic being that sits on the chest. And that's actually where the English word nightmare comes from. In Brazil, people speak of pisadeira, an old witch-like figure who steps on your chest while you sleep. And in many African traditions, this state was linked to ancestral spirits visiting at night. Isn't it fascinating that people who never met in completely different times and lands describe the same dark visitor? Pause for a moment and think. Have you ever woken up in the dark, unable to move, feeling like something was in the room with you? How real did it feel? Could it truly be just the brain, or something much deeper? Think of sleep paralysis like standing at the border between two countries. One foot remains in the physical world, the other is already stepping into the astral. The strange figures people see? They are like the guards at this border. Some are welcoming, some are frightening, but all of them are there for a reason: to test whether you are ready to cross. If you ever find yourself in paralysis, here is a powerful method to transform fear into freedom. Step 1. Instead of fighting, breathe slowly and deeply. Step 2. Imagine your entire body vibrating with energy, as if every cell is buzzing. Step 3. Visualize yourself floating, rising above your bed, gently separating from the heavy body below. Many who practice this report that the fear dissolves, and they awaken in the astral plane, fully conscious. Those who remain calm in paralysis can shift into full astral travel. Techniques: deep breathing, focusing on vibrations, visualizing floating. Fear equals attracts lower entities. Calmness equals opens higher realms. Ancient shamans use paralysis deliberately as a ritual of initiation. And this brings us to the most shocking truth. The reason why this terrifying experience may actually be a spiritual blessing in disguise? Sleep paralysis is not random. It's a threshold experience. In that moment, your consciousness is between two worlds. Entities appear not to harm, but to test your readiness to cross. If you face fear, you awaken power. If you surrender, you step into the astral. The shocking truth? Sleep paralysis is not a nightmare. It is an invitation. Next time you find yourself frozen in the night, remember, you are not trapped. You are standing at the door of the invisible world. But to truly understand the reality of sleep paralysis, let's step into a real story. This is not fiction. This is not myth. It's the experience of someone who lived through it and described it exactly as they felt it. Listen closely and imagine if it had happened to you. When I was about 20, I lived in a dormitory on campus under constant stress, exams, late nights, too much caffeine. One night I fell asleep early, but eventually woke up. Only I couldn't move a muscle. My eyes were open, my mind wide awake. I tried to speak, to scream, but no sound came out. I was conscious but entirely locked in. Then I felt it, a heavy, suffocating pressure on my chest, as though someone invisible was pressing down. My breath came in shallow whispers. In the corner of the room, a shadowy figure materialized. Tall, dark, faceless, just standing there. It didn't move, but it watched me. Its presence was heavier than the darkness around it. I felt frozen in terror and wonder simultaneously. That moment felt eternal, though it may have lasted only a minute or two. Then slowly I regained control. My limbs stirred, the pressure lifted, the shadow faded. I sat up, gasping, drenched in sweat, heart racing. For years I didn't tell anyone. I thought I was hallucinating, going crazy. Later I learned about sleep paralysis demons and realized I was not alone. That dark figure, that suffocating weight, and the terror matched countless stories from around the world. Now I no longer fear it. I see it as a threshold, a test. The moment you freeze between worlds is the moment you have the chance to step through. Remember the story of the monk at the beginning? What he experienced was not a curse, but an initiation. And every time someone falls into sleep paralysis, they face the same choice: to drown in fear or to awaken into a new dimension of consciousness. Now I want you to think back. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis yourself? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else who is searching for answers. And together, we can uncover the truth hidden in the dark.